All right, ooh, we got a lot of people here. Ernest, Rich, Frank, Happy Life, Rated Frog, Chazi, hello. Rich says not quite Rated Frog. Ernest says, I beat Rich, that's insane. Sorry, I've been typing in my poll question here. Let me think. Oh, here we go. Okay, sorry. Rich, Jamila Lee, Scarlett, I'm typing in you guys' trivia question here. How is there not an emoji for raspberry? Come on, man. Aw, that sucks. Whatever. Okay. Trivia, guess my favorite electrolyte drink flavor. Poll is in. Or I should say poll is posted. Trying to move it. Okay, let me put you guys in the stand. All right. Kevin, hope you had a wonderful Monday. Thank you, Roger Hess. Yay, gotcha, Roger. Thank you. All right. Hello, everyone. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Happy Life. Wow. Yes, Ernest, you said this before. Micah, I did a change to my username, but kept my name. Kevin, Manchester is red today. Oh, I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I didn't see the game. And you were saying, I think you said you had today off of work as well as tomorrow, maybe? Micah, first answer not right. Yep, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Read the question. I would never want to drink something that tastes like dirt, so the first option is not right. All right, peace and joy. Brandon Preacher Green is here. Roger Hess, let me add you to the dono list. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Peace and joy. Yep, never pick the first answer, guys. Come on, you shouldn't even have to remember that rule. Just looking at the first option, which is dirt. Happy Life. Saying hi to Brandon. Ernest says my memory is junk. Tom Autry and Big Haas 920. Hello, guys. All right, what do I want to do first? I should probably drink some water first. I got it over here. I'm kind of hungry. Trayman said hi. I know, right, Micah? It's proving my theory, though. My theory that so many people who will just breeze through the live streams, the ones that particularly I suspect just swipe through, they just pick the first thing they see and they leave. Like, they don't actually read the question. They don't actually pick the answer. Like, they don't think about what they're picking. They just pick the first thing they see and then they leave. And it's like, anybody who was reading this question and understood the question would not pick dirt, but it has 19% of the votes, sadly. Micah Wall. Yep, dirt has 22. Look at that. 23%. This is ridiculous. Ruben Bean, Powerade. Kevin says raspberry because it's my favorite flavor. Nice. All right, Micah, Kevin, Big Hoss is guessing orange. Dirt is not the right answer. I know. It shouldn't even be a spoiler, guys. I'm sure it exists somewhere. I'm sure some person has made dirt flavored electrolyte powder, but I mean, I can't even imagine how that would stay in business. Wildman is here. Brandon Preacher Green, are you cooking tonight? I don't know if I'm gonna be cooking tonight, but I'm probably gonna prepare like a light dinner because I'm kind of hungry. Tom Autry is guessing watermelon. Nice. Whenever I see watermelon, all I can think of is that, was it a Vine or a TikTok where it's like, it's a watermelon inside a watermelon. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? That lives on forever in my mind, rent free. Happy Life says, I voted for raspberry, but I should have voted for dirt as a joke. I think the 3 reasons why people pick the first option: 1, they're drive-by viewers and they pick the first thing they see. 2, people don't speak like they don't understand English super well or at all, and then they just guess the first option as a guess. And 3, people pick it as a joke. Those are the 3 reasons I've come up with why people pick the first option, even when it's as ridiculous as dirt. Joe is here. I like dirt. Nice. I mean, I like dirt too, not as something to eat, but as something to grow vegetables and plant food, because I am plant-based. Brandon Preacher Green, thank you. This is a 5K shirt that I got last summer. It's called the William A. Irvin 5K. I know it's backward for you guys, but I do really love this this shade that they went with, because they give you a race shirt every time you run the race. And when I got my gear bag, when I checked in to get my race bib and everything, I was like, ooh, good color selection, people. Gregory voted dirt. Frankiza is here. Kevin says dirt is a delicacy in some countries. Thank you, Wildman. Micah says OMG, LOL, Gregory. Dirt made me laugh. It made me laugh too, Sir Ooch, because when I'm punching in the trivia question for you guys, I really try and come up with a dumb option for the first in the list, so that it really is obvious to anyone who's actually trying to get it right that it's not correct. Like yesterday, one of my poll questions was, guess my favorite Olympian from the 2026 Olympics. And the first option was Britney Spears. It's like, okay, anybody who is actually trying to get this right would know that Britney Spears is not an Olympian. But yet, still, people voted Britney Spears. Same with this. 26% of people. There's 47 votes so far. If you haven't voted, vote in the poll. There's 48 votes now. And 1/4 of those votes. So what would that be? Like 12, 13 people have put dirt as their answer. Oh man. Chip Rabbit says, suits you and the color is great. Thank you. Happy Life says, what's some recipes you can make with dirt? Is dirt considered vegan? You know, I think dirt would be considered vegan unless we're getting real technical and there's like microscopic little worms or mites or little things that can live in the dirt. I mean, I guess if we're calling all organisms life, then nothing is perfectly vegan, because there's gonna be little germs and microbes on anything you touch or eat. But I would guess that dirt is should be vegan if we're not being super technical. Ernest says, it'd be funny if you threw a curveball and made the first answer correct. Never, because it irritates me so much that this is this is a phenomenon with voting in the polls on YouTube. No. Hours Day is good to see you again. Sir Johnny of Bravo. Connor is back. Good to see you, Connor. Sir Johnny Bravo, is mud pie the same as dirt? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So rude. Sorry, guys. Thomas, your final paycheck Interesting. I haven't seen that troll comment before. Micah says, I yawned too. Yawning is so contagious. When I see someone yawn, I often will yawn in response. All right, Ashley, good to see you, Ashley. Sir Johnny of Bravo, I'm doing good. You know, I don't think there's too much new going on with me at the moment. I would say these past, really since the new year began, it's been like pretty routine, and I'm not mad about it. It's really just, there hasn't been anything like crazy big, monumental, exciting. It's just kind of been like steady, like go to work, do the 9 to 5 job, come back, work out, do some YouTube editing, do the live streams, watch Chelsea on the weekends, do some chores, get good sleep, do some meal prepping. It's just been very average. And I say that not in a negative way, just a factual way. It's been just very routine based. So nothing too new that I can think of, really. No. I mean, new uploads, new videos that I've posted on the channel, but that's about all I can think of. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the chat. Woodsuds, thank you so much. Sir Johnny Bravo, that was you. Happy life. Ashley, I'm doing good. How have you been, Ashley? Thanks for being here. Rated Frog is guessing orange. So far it looks like raspberry and watermelon are the two roughly tied leaders in the poll. Ernest says, one big thing for me is I submitted my retirement packet for the Army. Wow, that's a big milestone, Ernest. Okay, I just thought of a bunch of questions. So, when do you plan to retire? And do you plan to start another job once you're retired from the Army? And 3, if you are going to start a new job after the Army, how much time in between Army discharge and next job would you plan to have? Kenzie, gotcha. That's really exciting, Ernest. Oh my goodness. Also, too, another question. I'm thinking of questions as time goes on. What emotions do you have, or did you have, when you were getting your retirement packet together to submit to the Army? Like, was it mostly positive? Was it a mix of like bittersweet, nostalgic, sad? I'm curious to know. Okay, we got Cool Dude, Billy Savage. We got Ray. Ray, how are you doing? How is school for you? Happy Life says congrats on retirement. Yes, big congrats. Happy Life, Sir Ooch with the member emojis. Love to see him. Dev Hoback, hello. Nobody, hello. How are you? Looks like you updated your profile picture. Cool, cool. Kenzie, let me make sure to get you on my dono shout out list. Also, not like the regular people here need any reminder, but for those of you who are new, if you come in here and you spam a bunch of messages, you will be perma-banned. It's immature, it's disrespectful to the other people who are leaving comments. It's very, in my opinion, narky and attention-seeking and selfish. So don't spam. Arthur Lujano, thank you for the likes. Sir Ooch is here. Nobody, thank you so much. All right, there's a variety of things I want to do. It's just a matter of the order. Should I eat first? Should I want to repaint my nails. I took my polish off, and I've got the polish here to repaint them. Hello, Vice. Dakota, good to see you. How have you guys been? Also, bonus points. Who can tell what I'm listening to in the background? Bonus trivia. I turned it up so hopefully you guys can hear it a little bit. Alles gut, danke. Sehr gut. Very nice. I think I might have a little bit to eat, perhaps. Just a little bit. Everything's fine, thanks. Oh, I just read your comment twice, Vice, because I looked on my computer. It says Alles gut, danke, and then it translated it on mobile. Everything's fine, thanks. Ernest says, hopefully in November. Okay, so there's still a bit of time yet. Looking for a job in information technology. Happy and scared at the same time. I'm gonna guess as to why you feel that way. Happy because it's a new adventure. Scared because you've been in this career field. Oh, cool. Oh, Kenzie, I just missed it, but thank you. I try to get the screenshots. But what I was saying to Ernest is I'm guessing that you're scared because you've been in this line of work. You've been with the Army for many years and you're like an expert in this lane, and now you're jumping out to something new. And it's just like you got to start at a different employer. Ava Gar, hola chica. Yep, Sir Ooch, doing my best to stay hydrated. Cause I need is here. Wes, hello, good to see you here. Hope all is well with you. Dang, 23 years. I don't know if I ever asked you this, Ernest, but did you go into military service right out of high school? I don't know if I ever asked you that. So I figure I should ask you now. 23 years. Well, because I know you're a decade older than me, which means you would have started around 18 or 19. So which makes me think you started right after high school. You did. Okay. Kevin, OMG. Kevin. We're similar in age. I'm 32. And you're a nurse, so I'm trying to think of how many nurses I have in my life. Not too many, but I have an uncle who I'm super, 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 super close with. Crystal, thank you. Gotcha. Kevin, I feel this because retirement sounds so nice. I'm sure as you do, both of my parents are boomers, and they're retired now. They're in their upper 60s, and it's so funny because it's like now me and my sister are the ones who are working out of the four of us, and my parents are the ones who have all the time in the world to do whatever they please. And I'm just like, I mean, yes, they worked for it. They earned their retirement. They worked until their retirement age. But I'm like, oh, dude, I'm 32 and retirement age. People have been telling me this too, where they're like, don't count on retiring at 65 because they'll probably raise the age for millennials, the retirement age, they'll probably raise it for you guys to like 67 or maybe even 70. And I was like, dude, no, come on. This is not fair. Life isn't fair, so I shouldn't complain. I was gonna say though to Kevin specifically, I feel like you nurses work so hard and such brutal hours, like so many other people in the healthcare profession. And like provider burnout is such a problem, at least here in the United States. And I look at the wild hours that doctors, nurses, PAs, etc. have to work, and I'm like, well, yeah, of course a lot of people are gonna burn out and leave because it's just not sustainable. But the retirement sentiment, I feel that, and I feel like it makes extra sense because nursing is such a, it just seems like such a tough job from the outside. Sir Ooch, you're listening to Chef Ramsay? Oh no, that's not who's in the back. No, Salman Sheikh is here. Wes, I was 19 when I joined the Navy. Crystal's World is guessing watermelon. Also, thank you, Crystal, for the gifts. Union Ash says, I took your advice and had a conversation with an older gentleman at the store. It's amazing what you can learn from the elderly. Yes, they're like walking treasure troves of wisdom. Just, it's like when I see someone who is visibly older slash elderly, like you can tell they're gray, they've got more wrinkles, they're using a walker, whatever the sign may be. I just think like that is a human that has lived a really long, like a lot longer on this planet than I have. They've grown up through some pretty crazy times, depending on how old they are. Some of them were alive during like World War II or the Korean War, the Vietnam War, whatever. And it's like they have had to go through a lot of stuff. They spent most of their lives without any kind of technology. They had to do like, I just think about how some of the old school systems were. But I just look at older people as people who have a ton of life experience that is worth learning about. Omar Maxwell, good to see you. Oh, Kevin. Yep, Kevin Matthew. Retirement age, that's the thing is, right now, the retirement age is 65, but give it another 30 some years and it's like, yeah, it's probably gonna go up, unfortunately, for millennials and Gen Zs, Gen Alphas. Nice, Sir Ooch, sounds delicious. Ernest says, I'm always amazed that you remember the small things that your viewers say. I do my best. I have a good memory, but what helps me is I take notes. Either I type the notes or I will write them out on a notebook. And especially handwriting things helps to get it stuck in my brain better. Sir Ooch, South Aussie Steve is here. Hello. Street Kids United. Oh no, that blizzard. Ooh. Show of hands or comments. Yeah, how many of you guys are dealing with this blizzard? There was actually a snow emergency in St. Paul, Minnesota. And I was like, what? I'm gonna pull up the forecast right now. The thing is, I'm not really seeing snow. I never fully trust this, to be quite honest with you. But I'm not seeing I'm not seeing snow in the forecast until Saturday. But yeah, you guys out there who are in the path of the nor'easter storm, I hope you guys are staying safe and warm, and I hope you guys have like plenty of food and water just in case you get snowed in, you can't get stuff delivered, Instacarted to your place, or drive to a grocery store. All right, Chazi is saying I'm allergic to watermelon. Oh gosh, Masi Nahavandi is here. Tim Jordan, howdy. Brandon Preacher Green, if I wanted to, is there a way I can change my answer? I don't think so. I think it's locked in once you submit. Kevin says, I love talking to my older patients. Ooh, young people nowadays can't hold a conversation. Ooh, this is so true. I'll talk forever and ramble on and on. Yes, Kevin, I love having conversations with my coworkers. I'm not in a patient care setting, but I just love having conversations with people, hence why I'm on YouTube Live. I really like talking to people, learning about them. It's just so interesting to me and really enjoyable. And man, I'm telling you this as like a younger millennial, borderline Gen Z. I have had some of the most painful interactions with younger Gen Zs slash Gen Alphas, and this isn't to say they're all bad at communication, but compared to having convos with like boomers and silent Gen and like Gen X, like anyone who's above millennials, oh my God, I've like been, I don't know, I'm trying to think of different situations where I went to like a YouTube meetup last year, and I was trying to have this conversation with these I was like, oh, these are like the glam Gen Z like influencer girlies who are like crushing it on all the platforms. And I was like trying to have a conversation with them, and they're like, mm-hmm. Like I would say something, I'd ask like a question, and I'd be like, oh, so do you do this or whatever? And they're like, mm-hmm. And I was like, next question. So how, like, do you do anything else other than YouTube? And it's like, Instagram. And I was like, oh man, this is really rough. So yeah, I feel like lately I've noticed more difficulty carrying conversations when it's been with like Gen Z or Gen Alpha people than, oh, I feel like the boomers of my life, I mean, they can talk for hours. It's like, and I don't mind. There's pros and cons to both, but yes, I think there is something to say about the stereotype that younger people can't carry a conversation. And again, not all of them, but it's just based on my experiences. It's been like, oh, this is rough. Oh, there's only so many questions I can come up with, and it's like, it's really tough when the conversation is not going both ways and you're the one trying to carry it. It's a struggle. Thomas Vice says, LOL dirt. Yep, dirt electrolyte powder is chef's kiss. Right. Okay, Dominic Perrier is here. I'm doing good. Thanks for coming back. Stray Kids United, we have a travel ban, New York City and most of Northeastern America. Okay, yeah. Masi, yes, I would say I'm athletic. Chillin', killin', Dylan. Howdy, I turned 31. Let's see, when, do I have your birthday on here? I don't think I have your birthday written down. When was your birthday? And happy birthday. 3 feet of snow, says Cosborn. JYCL and Fraser. Street Kids United. I'm a millennial, cool. I'm 35, we the older crowd. My birthday just passed February 12th. Nice, happy belated birthday. You're a almost Valentine's Day birthday. Oscar de la Yenta, Gen X, we are the best. I disagree. I feel bad for Gen X. I feel like it's the generation where it's like, who are they? This is just based on my own experience, though. Cosborn, they're just intimidated by your awesomeness, maybe, but I feel like there is something generally to be said about the conversational abilities of the younger gens, where it's like they're so on tech and I think the attention span is shorter, generally speaking, because it's so like short form scroll, like quick feed, like on to the next TikTok. Yeah. This is just anecdotal, guys. Ooh, Sir Ooch, you got it right. Yes, I'm listening to Papa Dave in the background, my favorite. Okay, Shaika, thank you. Yes. February 4th is yours. Okay, let me add that. I got a list going here. Dylan, killin', Dylan equals Feb 4th. E-Space Chef is here, doing good. How are you? Tommy says Gen X here. People today don't know how to have a conversation on social media, and 48 characters of Twitter ruined it. Fair point. 35 here too, says E-Space Chef. Dominic Perrier. Can I ask you a question or your opinion on something? You can ask the question, but no guarantees if I'll answer it, because there's certain, I don't share my opinions particularly on political things. I keep my political views off this platform. I'm trying to think of other stuff. I don't go into religious stuff. So yeah, you can ask the question, but I'll have to see it to know if I'll answer it. Chandler says, to be fair, it's millennials' fault for the poor conversational skills. Are you talking about? Oscar de la Yenta sent, oh, I missed it, sent the floating heart. So let me get you on here. Okay. Not your average Broadway kid. Hello, that's a fun username. Guy Butter Snap, good to see you. Ernest says, we both got kicked out of the house to play, and later we got the tech side of life. Streak is United says, thanks, millennials connect the older gen to the younger. Yes! I have joked to my sister that even though I'm a millennial, based on birth year, I feel like I'm 50% boomer and 50% Gen Z. It's like, I feel so in between those two generations. And honestly, like Gen X, I feel like they just feel like older millennials to me, to be honest. But there's certain things about the boomers that I really like. It's like they get a lot of hate. Some of it I get, but honestly, I'm like, they are super tough, no excuses, don't tolerate BS. I think they get a lot of hate because they were born at a great time to buy property, the economy was amazing, great, but it's like, that's not their fault. I'm looking more at like character qualities, and I appreciate the work ethic, the no BS, the grit, the discipline of the boomers. And I would say by nature I lean more old-fashioned and traditional than like super new age, like 2026 Gen Alpha stuff. Like I really love like the regimen and the discipline and the work ethic of the boomers. But some of it, there's some things where I'm like, you're so programmed and you're so, it's like, in some ways pretty crusty, like technology skills, not the best. Facebook is a horror show. But then it's like, there's things that I like and dislike about Gen Z and Gen Alpha, where it's like, it's just like, don't care. They don't like fake crap. It's like, they're just raw, honest, say it like it is, not pretending, not putting on facades. It's like a lot of the Gen Z, Gen Alpha stuff makes me laugh because I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Like, I can't believe you posted this photo of yourself, like on it's like so uncute and so funny and so honest that I'm loving that. But at the same time, I'm like, there is a place for like decorum and discipline and respecting your elders and respecting senior members of society. It's like, I feel so 50-50 between boomers. Like, I'm sandwiched between boomers and Gen Z, Gen Alpha. All right, Shaquille is here. Oscar de la Yenta is Gen X from 1977. Cool. Shaika says February is nearly finished. I know, you guys. I feel like February went real fast. I don't know about you, but I was at a meeting today for my job, for my 9 to 5, and we were talking about deadlines and when we need to get things done. And it's like, well, we should have this done by next Monday, March 2nd. And I was like, oh my God. March is this week, guys. March 1st is this Sunday. And I'm like, January felt long, but February felt fast to me. Chars 2.0, Hannah's in the building. My answer is watermelon. Inside a watermelon. Cosborn, millennials remember playing outside, analog and dial-up. Yep, exactly. That is the most wonderful thing about being a millennial, I would say, and I'm guessing similar to Gen X, is I remember, it's like we got the tail end of kind of the before times. Like, I feel like I got just a taste in my youth of what the before times were, pre social media, pre iPhones, pre like computer tablet children, because it's like I was out ramming around on the playground, doing stunts on the swings, playing tag, playing Red Rover, playing all these other playground games, just like pick up soccer games with my friends, riding my bike around the neighborhood, having to entertain myself in my family's backyard with my sister just because I was bored. And it's like then by the time I reached middle school, it was 7th grade. I was, I think, 12 going on 13 when I got my very first cell phone, and it was a Motorola Razr flip phone with the T9 texting where you had to hit the number 1 like 3 times to get the letter C. So it's like all before that, from age 0 to age 12, you know, I was like writing my homework assignments on paper. I learned cursive in school. I had to learn long division and do long division in math. I had to, I mean, I read a bunch of books because there was no I mean, there was some technology, but it's like didn't have tablets, didn't have iPhones, didn't have computers, didn't have smart TVs with all the apps. Netflix was still the mail, like you get the DVD in the mail. I remember going to Blockbuster Video on family movie nights on Fridays, and we would go and pick up VHS tapes, and then it eventually evolved to DVD and Blu-ray and Redbox. So I will treasure this for the rest of my life, guys. The fact that I was able to kind of get the last bit of human existence, at least in the Western world, like the last bit of what it was like pre everything being smart tech, digital, social media, app based everything. Just, I got a little bit of it. All right, Ernest, talking about millennials. Yep, broke 347. Take a guess. Guess my age. Shaquille, Magic Dragon, hello. Cosburn says, when boomers and Gen X retire from the workforce, that will be a sad time. It'll be interesting when millennials and Gen Zs are the ones who are becoming the managers and the CEOs of companies, because the boomers and the Gen Xs have retired or passed away. Shaquille, doing good. Hello, Roses. Can I say I love your freckles? Thank you so much. Monique is here. Great to see you, Monique. I like the color of your shirt. It really complements your complexion. Thank you. This is such a fun color. I don't have much in this color, but I got this last summer. I ran a 5K. It's the William A. Irvin 5K, which takes place up in northern Minnesota. I've run it 3 or 4 times at this point. It's really fun. It's really scenic. And when I went to pick up my race bib and the whole packet that they give you when you register for the race, they will hand you a t-shirt in different color, like depending on that year and what the design is. And this past year, I loved it. This is my favorite 5K shirt that they've designed. March 2nd is my birthday for Brandon Preacher Green. It's next Monday. It's a week from today. Gotta put that in the list. Brandon Preacher Green, March 2. Also, I think, did I say hi to Ray? Ray was here. I think I did. I don't know why. Ray popped into my head. Ernest says, it was number 2 for that letter. I remember T9 texting quite well. Was it? T9 texting keyboard on ABC. I need an image of this. What was 1 then? Oh my gosh. 1 was like the question mark and the It looks like that was like punctuation. So then number 2 was ABC. Oh my God. I'm so glad we don't live in this time anymore. Thank goodness for keyboards. Keaton, hello. Ergo Video Aces, running over a soda can with a bicycle as a kid had us feeling like we're in motorcycles. Cute. Hello, Kaylin. How's work going for you? How was work today? Vice is here using that squirrel emoji. Love to see it. Fred Marines, great to see you. Shaquille, Kaylin, I'm doing good. I was saying this earlier in the live stream. I feel like 2026 so far has been very steady, very average. You know, there was like Valentine's Day, which I love. There was President's Day, the 3-day weekend, MLK weekend last month, which is, it's always nice to get extra time off. But I would say like the Olympics have been really fun to watch. That was like a highlight of February. But in terms of my own day-to-day life, so far this 2 months into the new year, it feels very like routine, very steady, at times boring, where it's just like, all right, I guess it's time to pack up, get to bed, wake up tomorrow, go to work. Like it's like good routine, but so far nothing sensational to report from 2026 for me. Shaquille, Angela Blesh is here. Monique says, oh, that's so sweet. Blockbuster Friday nights were so fun. Yes, they were so fun. Do you have a favorite memory of one of your one of the best movie nights? Do you remember what snacks you got? Boy, I can't remember the snacks. I mean, usually it would have been like pizza, or like we had all the like classic American foods like Hot Pockets, Kraft mac and cheese, baked potatoes, pizza, Devani's hoagies, Subway, Papa John's. It was just like the easy, tasty dinners. Hamburger Helper. What else would we have? Sometimes we'd have breakfast for dinner. We'd do like Eggo waffles or pancakes, like Krusteaz pancakes for dinner. Cereal, like Lucky Charms, whatever. So yeah, we'd have a variety of foods. We'd usually eat dinner around the time we were eating or watching the movie. I remember laughing my butt off at Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris. Oh God, it's not Chris. Is it Chris Tucker? I think it's Chris Tucker. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Especially Chris Tucker. I was like, dude, these movies, because we watched the like multiple Rush Hours, I thought they were so funny. Keaton says, I want a mod. I'm not adding mods. I am maxed out, but I love when people ask. Eric, renting video games at Blockbuster. I never rented video games, ever. I only ever picked out movies. It's funny because I remember going to Blockbuster Video, Hollywood Video, Mr. Movies was another chain. There might have been some local ones here in the metro we went to. I remember there would always be multiple, like I would go through all the aisles, because it's like they'd have horror, drama, comedy, documentary, you know, all the categories. And I would go through and I would be like, oh, I want this one. I want this one. I want to see this one. And then I would have this stack of VHS or DVD boxes. And I would track down my mom or my dad, whoever was there, whoever brought us there. And I'd be like, okay, I picked out my movies. And a lot of times they would say, like, okay, we're not paying for all those movies. You got to pick one, or you got to pick two. So then I have to go back to the aisle and put it back and then be like, okay, next time I'll pick out that movie. Chaika, I don't think I know what that is. Dominic Perrier. I don't think I saw your question. Can you type it again, please? Andy, hello. Toxic Maya Hannah, are you flexing a running shirt? I wouldn't say I'm flexing a running shirt because I've worn this a bunch of times, but I love the color and I know people like the color too. Cosborn family video. Boy. Let's see. Family video chain. Store? Family video. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, the last major American video rental chain. Oh, it's so sad. Let's see. No, I should ask. Were there any, what's the name of it? Family video stores in Minnesota. Ooh, oh, it's so sad. Yes, Minnesota had several family video locations. I don't think we ever went there though. With the chain maintaining a strong presence in Minnesota until it basically went out of business in early 2021. Key locations in Minnesota were Faribault, Mankato, New Brighton, Hutchinson, Waseca, and Shakopee. So none, though, like I've been to most of those cities, but they're far enough outside of the Minneapolis metro that we, as a family, we never would have gone. I'm trying to think which one would have been the closest, maybe Faribault, but yeah. Oh, this is so sad. RIP. How crazy would it be though if like, because I feel like Gen Z and Gen Alpha they really love the throwback stuff, like the Polaroid photos and the cassettes, and I could see a revival, like a nostalgia revival of VHS tapes and DVDs, maybe to the point of there being a boutique store here and there that does VHS and DVD rentals. Toxic Ma'am says, I remember renting the Ninja Turtle movies. We were waiting for friends. Monique says, and it was always busy on Friday nights. Yep. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Monique, your comment is exactly, I was gonna share this earlier. So I remember distinctly, this was even in high school. I remember going, it was a Friday night and I went to a Blockbuster with my family to pick out some movies, and I ran into an upperclassman. It's someone who I played sports with actually, so I knew her, and I just remember bumping into her at the movie store, and I was like, oh my gosh, hi, like you're here too, picking out movies because it's Friday. Eric, turn into a video store 3 levels. Ooh, that's cool. Chazi, did we get a push-up update yet? I'm at 22 push-ups, guys. So I'm still working toward the halfway point. I mean, the TV was our top thing, says Shaika. Dominic, for a while, wanting to get for a while, pull up training pants. I mean, hey, who cares? Like, it's your life. Do whatever you want to. Ernest, the last active Blockbuster is in Alaska, I believe. Eric, I'm in the waiting online to go see the original Star Wars movie in 1977, quarter of a mile long. Yeah, but so soon, yes. It's, you guys, I am excited for St. Patrick's Day, which is, I wonder what day of the week it's gonna be. I hope, but I shouldn't say anything. Let's just pull up March 2026 calendar. When is St. Patty's Day? Okay, it's on a Tuesday. Oh no, it's not even on a stream day. Dang it. I'll probably still do something fun for St. Patrick's Day. Monique, Walmart always has binfuls of DVDs for the taking if Gen Z is interested. Joe Wolf, hello. Luis Matos, hello. Michael Will MSW. Kaylin says, my sister's birthday is March 16th, the day before St. Patrick's Day. That would be a fun one. There's certain holidays I think it would be fun to have your birthday on or around. I think Valentine's Day would be fun for a birthday. I think, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna save this for a trivia question. Oh. I gotta think about this. You just inspired a new trivia question, Kaylin. All right. The last Blockbuster is in Oregon, says Ernest. Rafiq Kings, hello. All right, I think I've got my next trivia question ready for you guys. Wow, it's already been almost an hour. I can close this one really soon. If you have not voted in the poll, vote in the poll, please. Randy, I had a lovely day. How was your day? How is life for you, Randy? I'm trying to think. So I have my next trivia question planned. However, I'm trying to think of the garbage option. Oh my God. Ops, give me a second. Oops, give me a second. Got to get the other accounts done. Oh, thank you. Do you all already cover fees for not rewinding? Be kind, rewind. Isn't that a throwback? Snokamo. Ooh, you're on day 3 of cooking Reubens. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Enjoy, Snokamo. Randy says shoveling snow. Oh no. Wait, okay, Randy, hold on. I know you're an Eagles fan, which makes me think you're in Philly, but correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I know you must be in the path of this nor'easter storm. Nor'easter storm update. Blizzard brings massive snow totals to New York City, tri-state area. Oh my gosh, yeah, Philly. Woo! Up to a foot of snow in Philly. Okay, you're in New Jersey. Gotcha. I get confused because the first thing I think of when I think of you or when I see you pop in is it's like Fly Eagles Fly. I know you're a diehard Eagles fan, but I was like, that doesn't mean he's in Philadelphia. So you're in Jersey. Ooh man, Jersey is getting pummeled. You guys are gonna get up to 20 inches out there. Ooh. That is crazy. Wow. Ali, Ani, salut, ça va, ça va. Let's see, Snokamo, pastrami is expensive, but I have to use up this sauerkraut. It's a great way to use it. Kevin says, Randy, I'm in New Jersey too, Monmouth County, near the shore. Sounds beautiful. Ernest says, likes done and guess is done. Funny. Toxic Mayhem. Hello, hello. Is there, hold on. Toxic Mayhem. 20 inches. It was 80 Fahrenheit. Oh, in SoCal. Yes. Kevin says, wish I could go surfing. The waves have been wild. It's actually possible, Kevin, believe it or not, here in Minnesota, not here in the Minneapolis metro area, but when you go north, close to Canada, up on Lake Superior, there are some wild people. I won't call them crazy because I think they are really skillful, but I'd call them like wild and daring. There are some wild and daring people. I almost said pizza. Wild and daring people who I have seen in the middle of winter surfing in bodysuits on Lake Superior. And I'm like, sir, what are you doing out there? It's terrifying, but it is possible. At least here up on the North Shore. Paul White Folks Wallace, good to see you. Randy's in Berlin, New Jersey. Hello, Dancer for Life. Where am I here? Ernest, yeah, pizza. Yeah, I don't know why I said pizza. Sir, what are you doing? Okay, we are gonna close this poll. Why is it not pulling up in the desktop version? Pizza is people too, says Ernest. All right, guys, poll question number 1. Guess my favorite electrolyte drink flavor. And when I say electrolyte drink, I'll show you which one I enjoy. So I love this brand, Element. I would be so happy if I got a collab with them. I think they collab with like bigger creators, people have like more subscribers, but it's a goal. I love Element, and these are the flavors I got in my most recent pack. So there's like citrus, which is essentially lemon, lime, raspberry, orange, and watermelon. They're all so tasty, but I do have a favorite. Thank you, hey. Let me be right. Shika. All right, so you guys did good. I love all the flavors, but I actually love watermelon the best. It's so tasty. Let me see if I can find one. Yes, so this is my favorite. OMG, it's so good. So good. So good job, guys. 1/3 of you got it right. And look at that, dirt came in last. The junk answer came in last. Let's see, Cosborn, I bought those during COVID. Yeah, I was heavily influenced. Like, you know how people refer to people on social media as influencers? I was influenced by influencers, by multiple people that I follow on YouTube. So I follow this wonderful amateur distance runner. His name is Floris Gearman. He's run all the world major marathons. He's like a motivational YouTuber for me in terms of distance running and races I would love to complete one day. But he is sponsored by Element. So I saw Element first on Floris Gearman's channel for running content. Then I saw Element pop up on this podcaster's channel, who actually 2. Andrew Huberman, who's a professor of like neuroscience at Stanford School of Medicine. So I was like, OMG, Dr. Andrew Huberman is sponsored by Element. Then I saw Element on, what's his name? It's Chris, is it Chris Williams, or he's another podcaster, super, super famous. So there was another podcaster, and then I follow a medical doctor she's an OBGYN practicing in California. I've followed her for years, and she got sponsored by and I was like, oh my gosh. And then the 5th time I saw this pop up was, I think she's like a registered dietitian or nutritionist, something like that. And I was like, dude, everybody's getting sponsored by Element. So yes, I love this electrolyte powder. The reason I love it so much is 1, the flavors are amazing, and 2, it's 0 sugar. There's like so many of the electrolyte drinks like Gatorade, Powerade, etc. are just like loaded with sugar. It's like a liquid candy bar. And I was like, I want the electrolytes, I want the salt without all the sugar, without all the garbage. So I love that Element is sugar-free. It doesn't have, like, if you read this, it's no sugar, no gluten, no, what does this say? No dodgy ingredients. It's paleo and keto friendly, vegan friendly. Like, it's just I think of it as like a higher quality electrolyte drink. I mean, these are powder packets, but the product is great. I love it. Okay. Caitlin got it correct. Ernest got it correct. Nice. Yeah, you guys did good. Cosborn saw that one, bought it during COVID. Hockey butter snaps. It was not dirt. Chris Williamson. Did I say that right? I think I said Chris Williams. Chris Williamson. Yes. I hope he's doing good. I watched a video about him recently. I mean, he's a trooper. Chris Williamson. I know he's been going through some health battles, but I'm like, I hope you're doing okay, buddy. Yeah. Oh, he's doing so good. I'm happy for him. I need to revisit some of this. I haven't, gosh, I haven't consumed his content in a really long time, and I want to revisit it. Dang, you guys, I feel like last time I was on his YouTube channel, it's still a lot, like a huge following, like maybe 1 million or 2, and now he's at 4 million subscribers. Crazy. Anyways, Automate with Moulounet. Dancer for Life, good night. Tamra, Barbara. Cosborn, they hook you up with that sodium. Sir Ooch said hi. Laura My Tunes. Danielle, good to see you. Tamra, sponsors go to LaShawn Walston, hello. Chanapa Nagaradi said hi. Ernest, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, Ernest. Lovely having you here as always. And best of luck with your retirement packet. That's such an exciting update. Thank you for sharing. Hannah, when you lived in Munich, did you watch the guy? Oh yes, several times. I went to, what's the river called? I should remember this. Is it the Spree? I don't know. No, the Isar. I think it's Isar, the Isar River. Munich. Yes, it's the Isar River. Yes, I went down to the Isar River and watched the surfers. So crazy and so fun. I never attempted it myself. Ernest says, thank you, Henna. Nope, Isar River. I'm just about done brainstorming trivia question number 2. I'm trying to come up with a really silly junk option for the first slot. Let's see. I got it. All right. Okay, I gotta get some sleep. Good night. Good night, Ernest. Keaton. You should be able to. All right. Guess which holiday. Guess the holiday I'd most love to have my B-Day on. Is it? Oh my God, so funny.
Today's question comes from Isaac in Nevada. I'm 2 years out from retiring. I'd like to know the best strategy on how to start funds for my 401k. Do I change the dividends to not reinvest? Is there a certain percentage that's safe to withdraw every month or year? If so,
sorry guys, just typing in a poll question for you. All right, guess the holiday I'd most love to have my birthday on. Start poll. Let's move it up here a little bit.
Has averaged for the last 40 years, 50 years, around 4.2%.
Oh.
Below that right now, was above that during President Biden's tenure, due not to President Biden, but due to inflation, obviously. Protect him just a little bit.
All right, dude. I've been good. How are you doing?
So the returns.
Hednegon Chong something? Monique, that's a fun question. Yeah, I was inspired by Kaylin Crew's comment earlier about her sister having her birthday. Like, Kaylin's sister has a birthday before St. Patrick's Day. And it made me think, I was like, there's a few holidays I would love to have my birthday on. Like, I'd be really cool with it. It's not on the list here, but I think 4th of July would be a really fun birthday. Like if for all the people who have a 4th of July birthday, you would just I feel like I would want to throw my birthday party on July 3rd as like a birthday eve celebration, and it would be like full-blown USA regalia, red, white, and blue, patriotic cake, patriotic dishes, sloppy joes, burger, grilled food, fireworks. Like, I can picture how I would do my birthday if I had been born on July 3rd. Because it's like, people get July 4th off of work. Most people do. So I wouldn't want to have my birthday celebration on July 4th, but I think it'd be fun to do a birthday eve celebration where you basically are like celebrating the lead up to your birthday the day before July 4th. I think it'd be really fun. Cosborn, have you heard of Dr. Rhonda Patrick? No, I haven't. Let me look her up. Dr. Rhonda Patrick, biochemist. Ooh. Oh, I've seen her. Oh my God, I know exactly who she is. Yes. I've seen her on all the podcasts. Oh my goodness. She's been on Huberman, she's been on Chris Williamson, she's been on probably Diary of a CEO. I feel like she's been on all of the top YouTube podcasts. She's been on, what's his face? Lewis Howes. Rich Roll. Who's this person? Oh yeah, Dr. Mayim Bialik. Yeah, all of these podcasters, she's been on them, on their shows. Cool. Yep, totally know who she is. What is her? Oh, she's a biochemist. I'm curious to know her background. Dr. Rhonda Patrick. What is her? Dr. Rhonda Patrick. She's a biomedical scientist. She's one of the most respected voices in longevity and preventive health. She holds a PhD in biomedical science. Wow. I love this. I love learning about what their specialty is. Very cool. She's recognized for her leadership in nutrition, aging, and disease prevention. So cool. I wonder where she studied. Where did she go to school? University of Tennessee at Memphis. Health Sciences Center. She conducted her graduate research at St. Jude's Research Hospital. Is that, where, are there multiple locations for St. Jude's Research Hospital? St. Jude's. Okay, it is headquartered in Tennessee. Sorry, tangent, guys, my bad. My girlfriend's birthday is on 4th of July. That's so cool, Ernest. Danielle says, can we get Hannah to 100 likes, please? We're gonna get there. We're at 85. Birch Josh, great to see you. What is Feral Cat Day? No idea, but it's a junk answer. I just put something there in the first option slot. Tony says, hi, Hannah. I posted a picture of me in Jeddah while in the snow and we had fun. Good. Good. I'm glad you're safe. Philly Phil, Giraffe is back. Cosborn says, would you get double the presents if your birthday was on July 25th? I would sure hope so, because I think it's so stingy and so lame when families do the double dip on presents for Christmas, because you know, if that same child had been born 2 months earlier, October 25th, the parents wouldn't be trying to combo the presents with anything else. It's just, I can't stand that. It makes me so mad for people who have had that happen to them. Philly Phil, ooh, your birthday is July 3rd. Very cool. Ernest says, LOL, now I'm going. Interesting convos always pop up when I'm leaving. Isn't that the truth? Halloween's not there on February 29th, says Yabba. Yeah, the thing is, I don't think I would want to have my birthday... I don't think I would want to have spooky vibes on my birthday. As much as I love spooky, scary, horror stuff, the whole Halloween season, I wouldn't want... I love having like my birthday as a separate thing. I feel like Halloween is such a big season and I love it so much. It's my favorite holiday. I actually would want it to be... I wouldn't want it to be combined with birthday season for me. Pharaoh is here. Good to see you, Pharaoh. Micah says hello again. Oh man. All right. Oh, Irish summer for food. It's so funny. Right as I was going back a ways to grab something, you send a super chat for food. I was gonna start eating food. It was like you could read my mind, Irish summer. Irish summer. You completely read my mind. Love it. Thank you so much, Irish summer. Gotcha. Gotcha on my screenshot. How have you been, Irish summer? Welcome back to the lives. All right, I'm gonna make a quick salad, super simple. Yeah, but well, if we can have Groundhog Day, then why not Feral Cat Day? Exactly. When I was pulling up, I Googled goofiest national holidays, and one of them was National Feral Cat Day, and the explanation that Google gave me was National Feral Cat Day is to raise awareness about all these feral cats that are running around, probably trying to get people to neuter and spay their cats so that there's not all these cats running around becoming feral, that kind of thing. Latoya, I don't know if I remember you. Giraffe, I don't have any pets. Nope. Cosborn, take care, Hannah, and chat. You too, Cosborn. Thank you for joining. All right, let's get to that food I talked about. Ghee Butter Snaps, Hannah, have you ever owned a health band? I got a Whoop for Christmas and I absolutely love it. I think so. I've got like resistance bands, if that's what you're talking about. Giraffe says, what are you making for food? Do you have any guesses based on what you're seeing? I'm going to turn the question back to you. 50% credit towards their first month of membership. Get started at chministries.org/budgets and use promo code Ramsey. That's chministries.org. Ghee Buttersnap says, no, it's a wristband. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have 2 smartwatches. So something something similar, I think, to what you're describing. But yes, I have smart watches that track sleep, menstrual cycle, steps, blood, I don't know about blood pressure, but what is it? Heart rate, pulse, that kind of stuff. Maybe oxygen level, I'm not sure if it has that capability. Yep, you got it, giraffe. Simple salad. There's a few leaves that are not in great shape, so I'm just trying to pick over them.
Well, I don't know the specifics of how that might work in Canada. In the US, it's typically a 15% discount.
Okay. Looking good. Add, little tiny buggy. Happens. Monique says, I used to have an indoor-outdoor cat that would run the streets from time to time. She went missing for a while and popped up under my bed with a litter of kittens. Oh my goodness. Wow. I would be stressed about having my pets running around outside for that reason. Let's see what you guys are saying for the poll. Valentine's Day is winning, then St. Patrick's Day, then New Year's Eve. So I'm gonna chop up a little bit of this zucchini here. I just like to keep zucchinis on hand in my fridge. Monique says, I was like 6 years old and super excited for her kittens. I filled a basin with water and tried to give them baths. Cute. Oh, that's so sweet, Monique. I love that. It's a very sweet memory. Rick Norman. Hello, Rick. Paul Rivera, Kenzie, cute. Oh, I think I just missed it in the screenshot, but thanks, Kenzie. I've got you on my dono list. Paul Rivera, I wish we could put on 3D glasses to watch you cook. Maybe one day that'll be possible. Oh, sorry, my nose is a little bit runny. I got my flowers still alive and well, kind of well. They've been holding up pretty well. All right, so simple salad, salad greens, and some pieces of zucchini. This is a self-made dressing with olive oil and apple cider vinegar and salt and pepper. Kevin. Ooh, I love this question. So Kevin is asking, do you believe in fasting or juice cleanses? Juice, no, because juice is just, a lot of times it's just like sugar. And it's like, I really try to limit foods that cause glucose spikes and raise your blood sugar levels. So I've never done a juice cleanse, nor do I ever want to. I've tried fasting. I've done it many times in my life. I've lived in Islamic countries where I participated in Ramadan. I fasted from morning till night. And then I've done like intermittent fasting. I've done skipping breakfast and waiting until noon. I've done OMAD, one meal a day. The longest fast that I ever did was 48 hours. And honestly, Kevin, horrible. Personally, I'm not saying, I think there are many, many health benefits. Like research has shown that there's many, many health benefits for fasting, but I don't think it's for everyone. I mean, there's certain demographics that I don't think should do it medically. For me though, it just was horrible. I felt really stressed out. There's research that's shown that fasting is different for men and women, and with women it can increase cortisol levels because of the stress on the body. I feel at my best, at my peak, when I'm well fed. I eat breakfast right away in the morning. I also exercise every single day, so I'm really careful about making sure I replenish the calories that I've burned after working out. And I remember this spooked me actually. I did fasting once and actually like I missed a period. Like I missed an entire cycle. And I was like, that is a huge red flag. Like that is not healthy. My body is like clockwork. My periods come to the day unless there's some massive disruption. So I would say, I think fasting can be great for some people, but I have absolutely hated fasting every time I've done it. I have not liked the way that my body responded to it also. So it's been disruptive to my menstrual cycle. It has been disruptive to my 9-to-5 job because I was just fighting fatigue and like gurgling stomach, you know, just during the day. Like I felt very distracted and very weak and very irritable because I was so hungry. So my performance at my 9-to-5 job suffered. And this was probably the worst. I am one of those people, if I do not go to sleep, like I'm a great sleeper. I can sleep for like 10, 11 hours. I love it. I feel great. And I'm very strict about getting enough sleep. Like I'm very adamant about it. Fasting was so disruptive to my sleep because I would, like, if I've learned by now, by age 32, if I do not go to sleep, with enough, having eaten enough calories, especially like close enough to bedtime, I will wake up in the dead of night, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. My stomach is like churning and eating itself and gurgling with hunger. Like the hunger pains are so painful that my stomach will wake me up, and then I'm laying there in the middle of the night and I can't go back to sleep until I go and find some food. So it's just like, it's been so, I've tried fasting different ways over like many years of my life, and I've learned by now I feel horrible when I fast. I don't like it, and it's just not something that's worked well for my lifestyle. But again, just me. Tail says, went ham on the salad dressing. Yes. Yeah, but silly fun fact, how many Lego bricks would you need to build a life-size model of the Artemis 2 rocket? Wow. That is so many Legos. Giraffe, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? Mine is probably roasted vegetables, roasted root veggies. Kevin says, yeah, I keep seeing people do like 72-hour fasts and say it's amazing. They will just do, yeah. And that's the thing is like, some people swear by it and some people really, really like fasting. And I'm not saying it's blanketly terrible and no one should do fasting. I'm speaking from my own experience and seeing how I love to kind of experiment and with foods and workouts and sleep patterns and everything. I like to kind of experiment and observe and see how my body reacts to things just out of curiosity and trying to like improve habits and health, whatever. But man, fasting is one of those things where I noticed so many aspects of my life taking a hit and decreasing in quality, like terrible sleep, disrupted sleep, fatigue at work, poor focus, feeling really weak during my workouts, like not well fueled. It just felt, and then of course missing a menstrual cycle. I was like, ooh, I don't like this at all. It was just like yuck. Cause I feel like I've been relatively like very healthy my whole life. And I recently it's like my lab results and my doctor's appointments check out with that too. It's like I have the medical tests and results and checkups to show that I'm healthy. It's like my weight is normal, my blood pressure is really good. All of my lab work, it's like sodium, potassium, A1C, hemoglobin, white blood cell count, all of it, kidney function, liver function, everything you can measure. It's like I've done urine samples, blood work, stool, whatever. It's like all of my health info checks out really, really, really good. And my doctor's like, you're on track, you're healthy. So in my head, I'm like, I'm just not gonna mess with what I'm doing. Like if I'm, the saying, if it ain't broke, why fix it? I am kind of at the point where I feel like I've played around with different routine things and food things and sleep things and whatever. And I'm just kind of like, I think I just know what works for me at this point. And I feel good. I sleep regularly. I perform well at work. I feel great when I work out. I just feel well overall. And I just feel like my diet's working for me. I take a multivite. I just eat regularly. Like when I feel hungry, I eat. Like I listen to my body and I take it as a signal like it's time to eat. Like you're hungry. And I try to eat quality foods, which help to curb cravings and, keep me feeling full for longer. But personally, yeah, fasting, no, not for me. Hello, Persian boy. Snow fasting for healing. Sir Mod. Yep, I'm the same. It's like I keep an open mind with pretty much everything in life. It's like I try not to be so stuck in my ways that I'm not willing to consider new things and reassess what I'm doing. So I've consumed so many hours of fasting, OMAD, intermittent fasting, skipping breakfast, eat your last meal 8 hours before sleep time, don't consume caffeine. It's like juice cleanses. I feel like I try to like learn a lot and think like maybe I could try that might be worth modifying. And so I've consumed so much content out of curiosity and the health, like the scientific data that shows the benefits of fasting. And it's just, I'm like, I feel good the way I've been doing things my whole life. And my whole life, I've been athletic. I've had a healthy weight. I've had good blood pressure. I've never had any health issues, sickness. I've only ever had like minor health things, but overall, I've been very healthy my whole life. And so I just feel like I've tried it. I didn't like it. I noticed negative impacts on my health. And I'm like, nah, not for me. Paul Rivera says you can't argue with the body. Yes. And that is something I'm embracing more as I get older. I think younger me was much more rigid and determined, where it's just like, I'm finishing this run no matter what. I'm not walking. I have to do this. I have to follow this plan. And at this point in my life, if I'm getting signals from my body, like I'm super fatigued, I have a headache, I'm super hungry and haven't eaten all day. It's like I'm gonna just pay attention to what feedback I'm getting from my body, whether it's cramping, headaches, hunger, fatigue, and then just make the logical choice to address it. Whether it's if I'm feeling fatigued, I'm just gonna take a nap or sleep extra long overnight. If I'm starving and my stomach is just eating itself, it's like, well, I'm gonna eat something because I'm hungry. If I have a headache, it's like, well, okay, get off screens, drink a lot of water, rest a bit, try not to do a lot of thinking. I just am trying to be very intuitive and very responsive to whatever signals I'm getting from my body. It's just I'm trying to be very commonsensical when it comes to listening to my body and responding accordingly. Giraffe, have you ever watched the sport where people roll cheese? I've never seen that. Ledger Pharaoh says Viva Mexico. Tail, as a former plump hen, I didn't like fasting either. User Hunter. Tail, sounds like you like fasting. Snokamo says you've been on top of it. Monique says, I like the idea of fasting. It's definitely a mind over matter thing. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like some people swear by it. Some people love it. Also, this is just making me think it's currently Ramadan and it's currently Lent, which are both fasting seasons for people who observe Ramadan and Lent. So it's like, I think it's cool that cultures and religions around the world value fasting and encourage people to do fasting. It's like, I think it's like a good challenge. For example, when I lived in Morocco for a summer, I lived in Azerbaijan for a summer. Both of them are Islamic countries and they observe Ramadan. And as like cultural participation, I was like, well, yeah, sure, I can do this. I'd rather eat food while I'm here, but I think it'd be cool to participate in fasting for Ramadan and just have that cultural experience. And there were times where it wasn't fun because it was hot, I was sweaty, I was really hungry, I was walking around in really hot temperatures, and all I wanted to do was just eat food. But I was like, no, there's gonna be like for Ramadan, it's like, no, we're gonna eat at night once the sun has gone down, and it'll be this fun communal experience because everybody's been fasting. So it's like, it's been fun to try, and I enjoy trying new things if they feel worthwhile to me, if I've given them some thought and decide, yeah, it's like, what are the real downsides here? So I'm glad to have those experiences, and I think it's cool, like currently a lot of people are fasting in one way or another because it's Lent and it's Ramadan. So yeah, I know people who are fasting right now for religious reasons. I think that element is really cool. It's just personally not my jam. I'm happy to just follow my hunger signals that I'm getting from my body. Matt Torrance, can't believe it's really me. It's me. It's not AI. A lot of people will ask that. Is this AI? Is this AI? Giraffe has said hi. Fasting is a gift. No, I don't have to apologize. I mean, I think I don't know if I'd call it a gift, but it's, I just think it's fascinating. I think it's a cool option for people if they wish to. Someone I listened to put it really well, put it in such a good way. They were talking about fasting and specifically OMAD, 1 meal a day, where this YouTuber, she had done OMAD for 1 year straight, where she only ate 1 meal every single day. And she said that something her experience with fasting taught her was she's like, it broke the control of food had on me, because everything about my daily routine revolved around food. It was like, okay, I need to have my 3 meals, and then I need to go to the grocery store, and then I need to come home, and she's like, I was spending so much time so much energy, so much brain thinking calories, all focused on food, which yes, it's important, you have to feed yourself to survive, but I thought her point was really, really powerful, where she said that doing OMAD and fasting was a way for her where she's like, I don't need to be controlled by food. I can decide, you know, I don't need to have everything revolving around food in my head. I was like, that's a good point. Monique says, I tried being vegan for 1 week in college. You inspired me to try it again, but maybe for longer. I mean, anyone who is trying any type of diet, not even vegan, but if it's anything, it's like, I want it to go well for you if you're interested in it. I really like veganism. I don't think it's for everybody, but I love sharing vegan food on here just because it's been my lifestyle for so long. That's cool, Monique. I hope it goes well for you. And if not, I mean, I don't think there's one diet that's the best diet. I think I've read about different diets, and I think there's really redeeming qualities of paleo, keto, carnivore, gluten-free, vegetarian. I mean, yeah. I think diets in general are super interesting. King Hazy Only Haze, peace up. Hello. Runs with Raptors says, hey Hannah, are you mad at the Campbell's soup guy? I don't know what you're talking about. Is this in the news or something? All right. Giraffe is asking, how many countries have I been to? I don't have the specific count, but I've been to the United States, home country, Canada, Azerbaijan and Morocco are like the two more exotic ones. And then I've been to most of Europe. So let's say 10 countries in Europe. That would be 14, 15 countries. Runs with Raptor. Oh, wait, Yaba was saying, at my age, I'm trying slowing, but it's not. Oh, slowing, but it's not working. Runs with Raptors. It's okay, Campbell's is trash. Interesting. What? Is there something going on with Campbell's? I haven't eaten Campbell's in years. It's not that I have anything against Campbell's as a brand. I just never really liked their soups. I feel like the last time I ate Campbell's was probably in grade school, and I was sick and had their chicken noodle soup. But since then, I don't think I've had it. Runs with Raptors says, why is the chat so quiet? Sometimes the chat's just quiet. Sometimes it's busy, lots of chats. Sometimes it's quiet. No problem. I've got Dave Ramsey on in the background. It's one of my favorite YouTubers and radio talk shows. So I can listen to him. All right. Monique says, I might just do a month to beach on the last day of being vegan. I had a tuna to my salad. I was under pressure. Oh no. Was someone pressuring you to eat tuna? Is that what you meant? All right. Paul Rivera, I don't think I know who Jim Cramer is. Runs with Raptors published your book. What's your book about? Runs with Raptors? Also, we hit 100 likes, guys. Thank you so much. We made it. Kevin says, I'm embarrassed to say I'm watching one of my guilty pleasure movies on TV, The Intern. Oh, isn't that one with Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro? I don't think I saw that, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't think I saw that one. It looked cute though. Oh shoot. Oh, another buggy. This is the struggle when you buy like local organic food, you do get some buggies. It just happens. Little buggies. Oh well, all natural. Cute, Kevin. I'll have to watch that one. It's about changing our thoughts and beliefs. Ooh. Runs with Raptors. Where did you publish? Did you self-publish this book? And did you go through a publishing house? Where can people access your book? You should share it in the chat.
You're assuming risk with the law and assuming that you'll have nothing bad happen in your life. And I understand because you're in your early 20s.
Let's see. Yeah, but saying I use Campbell's condensed soup as a pasta sauce. That sounds good. Runs with Raptors is on Amazon. That's so cool. You self-published on Amazon. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking about how eventually I want to self-publish books on Amazon. Incredible. Congrats. No one here today actually. Ooh, yuck. I accidentally had maggots once. Yeah, that's so cool. Ditto to what Kevin said. That's amazing. But then I have to give my identity if I link it. Well, yeah, but I mean, the worst thing I think that could happen as an author is someone else claiming your work. And it's like, you want to make sure, I mean, you have to tie, if you want to claim that work as yours, you need to tie your identity to your work. I think it'd be a shame if you wrote something or you worked on something and then it was somehow claimed by someone else. So I get that that's a requirement for it. Jay Hollywood, I have a question. I don't give out advice when it comes to like dietary stuff just because I'm not a licensed, nutritionist, dietitian, registered dietitian, none of that stuff. I do know though that there are like plant-based vegetarian and vegan bodybuilders and athletes. So it is possible, but I would point you to either other YouTubers who specialize in this and have like legit credentials and know what they're talking about, or consulting with like a healthcare provider. But I'm not licensed in that area, so I wouldn't want to give out advice. Kevin says, I'm a book nerd too. Just read a book on, Anthony Bourdain, one of my heroes, RIP. Also just read Dune. I've never read Dune, and I've only seen like parts of the Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya Dune, but I'm really not an intergalactic, interplanetary space person. I like Star Wars. I'm okay with Star Trek. I've seen some of the movies. I saw Star Trek Voyager, but Interstellar was okay, but it's just, there's something so cold and sterile and for like alien life. It's just, I'm not an outer space person. Paul Rivera, Jim Cramer runs the investment club on CNBC. Interesting. Maybe I do know who Jim Cramer is. I bet I'd know his face. Jim Cramer. Vaguely familiar. Kevin, Anthony Bourdain, Kitchen Confidential. Oh my gosh, I have to read that one. Man, I was so devastated when he passed. I was obsessed with his TV show, Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. Oh my gosh, I could not get enough of that show. As a kid, I would watch that, and that was like my dream job. I was like, this dude gets to travel all over the world, eating food, talking with local chefs and marketplace vendors and whoever else, and just, oh my gosh. I was like, this man has the dream job right here. Giraffe? Yes, I do like musicals. I was actually, funny you should ask, I was listening to, today I was listening to Make 'em Laugh from Singing in the Rain, where it's like, make 'em laugh, don't you know everyone wants to laugh, da-na-na-na-na-na. So fun. I had it in my head for some reason, but yeah, I love Singing in the Rain, and I had Make 'em Laugh stuck in my head, so I put that on YouTube. I do read classics. Hisoka Moro. Yes. I love, I'm trying to think of like my favorite classics. I like A Tale of Two Cities. I love The Count of Monte Cristo. I love most of Shakespeare's works. I'm thinking of going to see Macbeth actually next month. My favorite Shakespeare plays are Othello, Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, A Midsummer Night's Dream. What other classics have I read? Oh, Great Gatsby. Old Man and the Sea, Ernest Hemingway. The Sun Also Rises. Yeah, those are some of the classics I like. Jack Nitro, thank you. Kevin says, I loved watching Anthony Bourdain's shows, same. Giraffe says, I love Willy Wonka. Oh, Wicked and Wonka. Yes. I like the original Wicked. I was like not interested in seeing the Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo version, but I love the one, I love the original Wicked cast with Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. Hello, Andrew, I'm not a doctor, no. No. Ooh, yes, To Kill a Mockingbird, yep. And Perks of Being a Wallflower, my favorite books. I also just saw Hamlet in theaters, amazing movie. Ooh, who was in that adaptation? Oh wait, Hamnet. Who was in this movie? Oh my god, it's that guy. I misread it as Hamlet, like Shakespeare. Hamnet. Ooh. It's a work of historical fiction. Oh my gosh, it was inspired by the real-life tragedy of William Shakespeare's son, Hamnet. Oh, that's so sad. Wow. Oh, how sad. Ooh, that's tugging at the heartstrings. Who are the actors in here? Looks like, come on. Jessie Buckley, where do I know her from? Oh, Joe Alwyn is in this too. Wow. Kenzie, thank you for the floating heart again. Paul Mescal, yep. Gladiator 2. Lucius from Gladiator 2. It inspired him to create Hamlet. Wow. Oh, that makes me so sad. I did not know that William Shakespeare had that tragedy. Oh, that's sad. Hello, Chris. Chris, eggs today? Are you talking about yourself? I don't need eggs.
He's great, so that's very cool. That can help you out for sure. So proud of y'all, man.
Oops.
Great. Yeah, I want to know for our audience, 8 years is a long haul. That's a long deal. So I want to know what were the toughest moments and how to press through those.
I think some of the harder parts were like when our business was a little slower, like in the winter he wouldn't have a lot of jobs, so we couldn't really.
So I'm putting some quinoa onto a plate. Also be sure to vote in the poll, guys. Guess which holiday I actually would like to have my birthday on. Chris says my chickens laid 20 eggs today. Nice. I think, did you share that before?
Playing the long game. If we're going to do all this hard work, we need to have some show for it.
Ooh, Giraffe. I think I did read 1980. Well, I'm questioning. I might not have read 1984, now that I'm thinking about it. I had to read, I read A Clockwork Orange, but I don't think I read 1984, George Orwell. Of course I know it, but I don't think I ever did read that. I should though. Ooh. In some ways he was, I think, very ahead.
Very proud of you guys. I'm honored to meet you. I'm proud of your heroes, man. You're on your way to become millionaires. It's very, very cool. All right.
Kenzie. Y equals Y. Monique says in high school, yes. Yeah, I don't think I had to read that ever. Shockingly. I feel like I should have had to.
Man, you need a gun. Yeah, protect her.
Prescient. Love that word.
Let's get a debt-free screen going.
All right. V4MP Rich said hi. What is the star for on my name? It means you're a member of the channel, Kenzie, so you can access the members only content on my channel. William Barry says Feral Cat Day sounds cool, but it's most likely New Year's Day. Yeah, Feral Cat Day, I put that in as a joke option. It's not correct, so don't pick it. All right. Let's see. Kenzie says, yay. I recently posted 2 videos for members. Only members can see these videos. I posted a short video of me watching a Chelsea soccer game and a blooper reel, so all the outtakes for a pizza dough maker collab video I recently posted. There's lots of swearing bleeps because I was getting very frustrated during the filming process. You must have read Animal Farm. I think I did read Animal Farm. Yeah, there's so many classics though. There's holes in my classics, like in my reading history of the classics. There's just some that I never got around to. I think I read Animal Farm though. What was your favorite book as a kid? Number of the Stars by Lois Lowry. I'm happy to put that in here. Giraffe. Easy. Number of the Stars by Lois Lowry. Yep, member videos. Go check out the members only videos, guys. my salt. Monique said something. Salt my food. Yum, yum, yum. Morton's iodized salt. And then I like to add some lemon.
Hey guys, George Gallo here. Do you ever feel like insurance companies only care about money and not what you
Gianna is here with the Martha emojis. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Gianna. Kenzie, Gordon. Oh, it looks like they're not working for you. Oh no. I can see what member emojis you were trying to use, but it's not. This has happened a few times with people's comments, and I don't know why. It's a mystery. Oh, if you're wondering, tahini, which is sesame seed paste. Get some of this residual dressing on here, because why not? Parvera, what's that? Gianna sent the happy poop. Thank you, Gianna. So I'm eating tofu and quinoa, guys.
That's a definite Edison mindset too, for sure. All right, up next is going to be Avery in Columbus, Ohio. Hi, Avery. How are
This
you?
is hot.
Hi, Dave. I'm great. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So my parents gifted my two siblings and I $10,000 each to start a family investment club, and they're also adding an additional $10,000, so we'll have $40,000 altogether. It's a small start, but we formed a corporation with 4 equal shares, all our family members, and we meet quarterly to decide how to invest. And part of this plan really is to learn how to work.
Thank you, Gianna. Lindsay, thank you so much, Lindsay Hunter. Welcome, welcome. Just eating some tofu and quinoa to finish off the night.
My question is, if you were starting with $40,000 in this situation, where would you invest it?
Wow, that is a neat goal, a neat reason for doing this. It does scare me a little bit, but it's a neat reason for doing it. It scares me because, of course, you didn't have to put money into it. Your parents just nest egg the whole thing, so it's not, you don't really have.
Rocket Runs, good to see you here. How are you?
Other than the fact that as soon as somebody said $10,000 is in your name, you emotionally take ownership of it. But they set the whole thing up. That's pretty cool.
A Girl's Life in Virginia Before the War by Letitia Burwell. Wow, very interesting perspective. Privileged daughter of an enslaver, like a slaveholder. Wow. That would be an interesting read. I'd like to read that one.
And I don't do single stocks.
Sounds tasty, Rocket Runs.
I do mutual funds. The problem with putting the whole $40,000 just in mutual funds, which is probably what I would do with it with my money, is it doesn't give you any reason to work together. Because you just put it there and forget it, and then there's no reason to have a meeting. There's no friction.
Rocket Runs, you're really making the most of the Jim Carrey emoji. I love it. Vegan Irish stew for St. Patrick's Day in your hot pot maker. Perhaps. I like that idea, Yaba. I'm thinking of what I could make for St. Patrick's Day.
So it kind of defeats the purpose if you just plunk $40,000 into a mutual fund and forget. And let it run, which is kind of what I do. Okay, that's kind of,
Oh yeah, Rocket Runs. I love Jim Carrey with a passion.
I guess
Hence why
you might be playing
he's a member emoji.
single stocks and get to have some healthy discussions around which ones to keep and which ones to buy. And
I think I had a fuzzy in my plate.
it's not the end of the world because the purpose of it is not as much turn the 40 grand into 400 as it is the learning
Nice, Kevin. Shepherd's pie and Irish soda bread. I love Irish soda bread. Being half Irish. Runs with Raptors, thank you. Rocket Run says JK. Oh boy.
But this is not really an investment. This is a relational exercise. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like practice
Yeah.
or what's gonna happen.
I did not like The Mask, though I just saw that a few months ago. Really? Oh, I loved The Mask as a kid. Thought it was so funny. I'm gonna close the poll since we're at the 2-hour mark.
But there has to be some movement in order for there to be a discussion.
And then I'll read out the options.
And so, you know, that's what it kills.
I need to rewatch The Cable Guy because it kind of creeped me out when I saw it the first time and only time.
Yeah, and all of this period. If they want you guys all to sign up for a mortgage, no thank you. Oh, okay. But
Try box tea again. Maybe. Although I'm steering clear of processed foods, Yabba, so box tea might not make the cut this year.
yes. But that's, again, that's more about the game than it is the actual investment.
Hello, Tamra. Yes, Smile Forever. We can see the comments. Truman Show. Yep, I loved the Truman Show, Kevin. Okay, I gotta read the poll results. So the second question tonight. Guess the holiday I'd most love to have my birthday on. Let's see how you guys did. So, St. Patrick's Day got the most of the 4. It's not St. Patrick's Day, but I think that would be fun. Valentine's Day came in second. Again, think it'd be fun. It's not my top choice. Third place, New Year's Eve. Yes. I think it would be so fun to have my birthday on New Year's Eve because it's like you have all the reason to go out and celebrate, not just for the new year, but because it's your birthday. And then I imagine people who have birthdays on December 31st have like going out to celebrate New Year's and then like you get to wear your birthday sash, like it's my birthday today. And people are like, oh my, like everybody's gonna be out on New Year's Eve. So many parties you can go to, so much fun. I feel like spirits are really high. I would love to have my birthday on New Year's Eve, so that's the answer. Smile Forever, Tamra. Runs with Raptors. I was at MOA in December, so 2 months ago. Fifth River Rat. Oh, I keep missing these gifts. Thank you, with Fifth River Rat, for the makeup brush. Adding you. Can you do a liver and gut cleanse? No, because my liver and gut are working great based on my blood work results from my doctor. So I'm not doing anything to mess with those. JB, I think that's Jim Carrey's best villain performance in The Cable Guy. Yeah, I was really thrown off when I watched it. Dustin Gamboa, Tamara, we were gonna get those earrings off. Never! Fred Marines and Rocket Runs with the emojis, love it. Tamara, to everyone who doesn't know, she's a very fun-loving person and she loves everyday activities. No hate, she's very loving. Thanks, Tamara. I want this live stream to always be just like chill, positive, and respectful. Just a fun time. JB. So good to see you. Thank you very much for the super chat. We gotta give a Dono wow as well. And maybe some Jim Carrey's. Giraffe is asking, what world record would you want to be? I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to think on that one. Gotta get a screenshot of JB. Yes! Hopefully I don't have food in my teeth. Rocket Run says, for anybody, Runs with Raptors, do you have cheat days? Oh yeah, 100%. Not very often. I've been trying to be like really clean this year in particular. That's like a 2026 goal of mine. Eat mostly whole foods, cut out added sugar, cut out fried foods, no alcohol, and even reduce, or at this point it's been eliminating so far, just no processed grains where it's just like refined carbs like pastas or breads or baked goods. It's just like stick to whole foods that are minimally or unprocessed as much as I can. Not totally, but mostly. So I wouldn't say I've really had a cheat day so far this year, but it's only 2 months into 2026 runs with Raptors. Paul Rivera, I love Enduro so much. Yes, of course. JB says, no, you don't, LOL. Monique says, would you want to beat Usain Bolt? Maybe. I think it'd be cool to be that fast. Runs with Raptors, I want to do world record for most push-ups by a male in 24 hours. Fidel Torres, OMG, no, I did not watch the game. It was at an early hour yesterday, and I already had decided I needed to catch up on sleep because I was desperately behind on sleep. So I slept through the game, but of course I saw all the pictures, I saw all the headlines. Is it Jack Quinn or Jack something? I forget his name, but like the star boy who like lost his teeth. I was like, you are amazing. You are a legend. So I was very happy for the men's team. Kevin says, I shop at Trader Joe's, but I don't even know how healthy all that stuff really is. The thing is, I think you can find healthy food at all types of, you can even find healthy food at gas stations. It's all about, for me, it's all about just read the label, check the ingredients, and the fewer ingredients, the better. So when I've gone on long road trips across the US in different directions, inevitably you just find yourself in really rural areas and there's not a ton to eat. And for me, being vegan, especially in rural areas, it's just like, there's not a lot of options in terms of the diners, the restaurants, whatever. But like, I'm telling you guys, gas stations usually have, it's kind of like random stuff, but there's like healthy stuff you can find at gas stations. My go-tos at gas stations have been bottled water, jars of dill pickles, salted almonds and cashews. Sometimes if I need like a little pick-me-up, maybe some raisins or like a trail mix that's just like almonds, cashews, peanuts, and raisins. Popcorn is another one. Like there's like gas stations have actually like saved me numerous times where I came out with this hodgepodge of snacks where it's like some sweet, some savory, some crunchy, just some black coffee if I was a little tired. So it's like, there's a lot of processed garbage food at gas stations, sure, but there's also like decent whole food snacks that you can find at gas stations too. Runs with wait, hold on. Kevin, Trader Joe's. I feel like there's like a lot of good stuff at Trader Joe's. It's like anything though. I mean, it's got like candy and processed stuff there too. Giraffe, JB says, for real, just support positive vibes. Thank you, JB. Runs with Raptor says, sorry, I meant most push-ups in an hour. Do you think I can do it? If you set your mind to it, sure. Giraffe, 3,379 in 1 hour. Dang. R1V1, what do you recommend before a workout? So I don't tell people, like I don't give out like that type of advice, but in terms of what I enjoy eating before a workout, I like to keep it pretty simple. So I'll have a little bit of espresso or coffee for some caffeine. I'll have some plain water or water with some electrolytes like this. And then some like very light carbs, like maybe a bowl of oatmeal or cereal or like some quinoa, but just something like carby and starchy because it's light. And for me, at least, my workouts tend to be cardio based. So it's a good energy fuel to burn through while I'm running. I've made many mistakes in terms of fueling, but probably one of the worst mistakes I ever made fueling before a run was, I kid you not, I polished off an entire Chipotle bowl with brown rice, black beans, sofritas, guac. It was like so much protein and beans, which obviously cause gas, guacamole, which is a ton of fat from the avocados, and it was like, oh my God, I was like burping up Chipotle bowl. It was so, I felt so heavy and so gross. So I tend to go really light on just a little snack or a little bite of something carbohydrate based before I work out. Shalom Rifi, hello, 1712. I'm hungry, but I want to get my workout I need first. Arsenal top of the league. Okay, Dennis. Okay. Do you take creatine? No, I don't take creatine. I take a multivitamin every single day to cover my bases. And I also take vitamin A, D, and K to cover my bases. And so far, so good, guys. I had my blood work done a couple weeks ago at my annual physical exam, and I was really happy because my vitamin levels were good, hemoglobin good, white, like all of the measures that they can take in your blood were in the green zone. So it's like levels are looking healthy. Pomelo fruit, I don't eat pomelo fruit. JB, thank you. I'm trying to get a screenshot here. Gotcha. And make sure I add you to the dono list. Thank you again, JB. Thank you again, JB. Monique says Chipotle before a workout is hilarious. Oh my God, so dumb. So bad. Oh no. Yep, terrible. So bad. Yep, Toxic Mayhem. I have shared the Chipotle bowl fiasco before. Luckily I didn't get sick, but the thing is, I was coming home from a really long day at work and I was absolutely famished and I wanted to eat something and I didn't want to work out on an empty stomach because that's also been terrible for me. It's like I get very like lightheaded if I don't have enough fuel and I work out. But I just was what's the word I'm looking for? Impulsive, or I just was like, screw it. I'm so hungry. I'm just gonna plow through this Chipotle bowl and then do my workout. And it was so unpleasant and so gross. Ugh. Runs with Raptors? No, I don't do ashwagandha. Yaba says, do you automatically check the use by sell dates when shopping for groceries? Yes, I check for all that in the grocery store because it's like, I don't want to make a purchase of something that's going to be expired tomorrow or already is expired. Paul Rivera says, W. JV, I'm sure that story has juicier details. It does. Oh man, Avery Rich, oh my goodness, I feel like it's been a while since I saw you. JB says, no, nothing like that. I forget you do that. Mansoor Soleimani, Edelson, hello Edelson, JB with the heart. Yeah, Kevin is saying, yeah, but that's my only issue with Trader Joe's. The buy-sell dates expire super fast. If you could get as much money as you wanted, how much would that be? I don't know. It's tricky. I don't know like how much I would want, because it would depend on like how many people I would want to help too, you know, family members and charity. So I don't know. I think I would want a lot of money so that I could help a lot of people, but what that number is, I'm not sure. Toxic Mayhem, Hannah, are you like 100 pounds? No, add 20. Andrew says, evening, Hannah, hope you had a great day. I did. Andrew, how is Isaac? Was he discharged from the hospital? I'm curious to know what the doctors concluded about his head injury. Giraffe, my world record would be longest stopwatch. Hardeep Singh is here, runs with Raptors. How about pomegranates? I never was a fan of pomegranates, no. Thank you, Hardeep, for liking this live. We're at 118 likes now. Blueberry Skull. Do you have a person that you'll never forget despite not spending a lot of time with them? Oh yeah, 100%. There are people who, you know, I was friends with for a season and then, you know, either through distance or we just grew apart. It's like we're no longer friends, but no bad blood. It's just our lives progressed and we are no longer friends. So yeah, there's plenty of people I can remember I had as friends in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, grad school, and it's just like I'll always remember them. And perks of being a millennial, it's like I've got so many social media photos to go back through all these years and see these people. Some of, you know, I've got photos with them too. So yeah, plenty of people who I'm not friends with them anymore, but I have fond memories of them and we're no longer friends. Not for any bad reasons. It's just sometimes you just become distant. It's like distant, and then it's more like now I'm like acquainted with you if we crossed paths, but it's like I wouldn't describe us as friends anymore. All right, no further issues. Yay, good. They put a blue cast on his arm so he's happy. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my God, I love that, Andrew. You should, I just thought, at the next Stamford Bridge game that you guys go to, you should try and get one of the players or multiple of the players to sign his cast, if that's possible. Toxic Ma'am, I knew I was thinking 120. Isaac is home. Great update, Andrew. So glad to hear it. Giraffe with all the emojis. JB says, if they were your friend then, they will always be your friend no matter how much time has passed. That's actually not true. No. I wouldn't call some of these people that it's like I was formerly like friends with them where it's like we knew what was going on. We kept tabs on each other. We texted back and forth. We called each other. We saw each other, and now it's just, I think when it gets to a point where you don't know what their current job is, you don't know if they have a significant other or not, you don't know what city they live in, you don't know what their day-to-day life looks like. To me, that's not a friend. A friend is someone who like you are in contact with on somewhat of a regular basis and you know what they're doing and you have a picture of what their life looks like, the people in their life, their job, their hobbies, their interests, their life updates, any of that. And there's people where it's like it's drifted so long and it's been so many years where some people I wouldn't say are friends anymore. I think friends deserve a very special definition. It's not loosey-goosey. Jackson Johanna says, hi. Toxic Ma'am says, I'm watching We Were Soldiers. Nice. Andrew says he goes to see the doctor on Thursday for follow-up, but he seems fine. Thanks for your kind interest. Of course. Yes. Oh, I would have been stressed. I mean, if this had been I don't have kids, but if it had been anyone that I love in my circle, it would be like, I'm worried for you. Reese James sent him a little video earlier. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. What? That is so dope. Alex Virola, good to see you. Avery Rich, did I tell you I do karate? I think you did, Avery Rich. It was a while ago. True, says Alex Virola. It's hard making time for so many people. Yeah, yeah, for me, it's like the bare minimum definition of a friend is someone who you have at least sporadic contact with. Like if it's been just years and years and the chat has gone quiet and you no longer have no idea what their life entails in terms of the job, the people, relationship status, updates, significant events, if family members have, it's like my friends, I know, it's like I've got stuff, I literally just like one of my friends, she's, I'm not going to show the info because it's just privacy, but like this is a friend of mine who I've been friends with for over a decade, and she just sent me a wedding invitation for later this year. And it's like, she lives in New York, I live in Minneapolis. We text each other a handful of times throughout the year, but it's like, I know all of the essentials about her life, where she lives, who she's married to, what her husband's name is, where she went to school, what line of work she's in, what kinds of foods she likes, what her ethnicity is, like what her parent and family said. It's like, for me, there needs to be like an understanding of what that person's life entails and some kind of regular contact with the person, even if it's just like, I have friends who live out on the East Coast. I would say that's where most of my close friends live, is out east, but it's like we still have I would call it infrequent but regular contact with each other every few months, just as like a check-in. Hey, we need to have a call. I wanted to share this update with you. I got a new job. We're expecting a baby, that sort of thing. It's like the friends, even at the most distant level of a friendship, I feel like a friend still will update you when significant life events have happened. So weddings, children, moving, new jobs, family members passing away, those sorts of things. Like, they would still contact you, even if you guys don't talk that often. Let's see. Amor Safety Libertad. Thank you. Andrew, I had a good day. It was a solid Monday. Had a team meeting. We're in the writing phase of our project, which I love. I really love writing. But it was pretty chill. I was saying this earlier in the live stream, Andrew, that I would say so far 2026, if I could describe it in one or a few words, it's just been very routine, very normal, no sensational events have happened. It's just felt very like another week, another week, another week. Go to work, come home, fit in a workout, do a YouTube live stream, wrap up for the night, go to sleep, repeat. And then of course weekend stuff is different, but it's felt very steady and very routine. And I'd say today was the same. It's just pretty normal week ahead, nothing crazy on the calendar. I'm not mad about it. Like, it's nice. It's like, I consider it a privilege when you're at a point where it's like your days can seem almost boring because it's so routine and predictable. It's like, I'd rather have routine and boredom than chaos and disruption and nasty surprises or whatever. It's like, yeah, very chill Monday at work today. Andrew, how about you? Ed, are we friends? I would say because it's the internet, I would say all of you, especially the ones who I talk to a lot, are acquaintances. It's like, I know for me, like a friend is someone who I know in real life. Someone who I have met in person, I continue to hang out with them in person, or it's like I will, if I can't hang out with them in person on a frequent basis because they live far away, then I will have phone calls or video calls one-on-one with them. And since I don't do that because on the internet with people for safety reasons, I would say all of you are acquaintances, but I know a lot about some of you guys' lives. Toxic Mayhem, yes, I do know the movie you're talking about. Thank you, King Corbin Cosmos. Ooh, Matt Acoustic, how is the gut health? Good, good, good. Were you the one who was recommending Wheat Belly and that other one by the same author? Giraffe. Are you tired of winter? You know, I think I'm kind of fatigued. I have winter fatigue, which is rare for me because I love winter. I think it's been not the easiest winter in terms of temperatures and ice and everything, like slipping around, freezing cold, bitter temps, having to get dressed properly, trying to go for runs in the bitter cold, but also like commuting in this extreme weather has not been the most fun. It's been pretty tiresome, so that's been a bit of a struggle, but I still love winter. JB, friends deserve a special place in your book, I understand. Oh no, no. JB, you're totally fine. You can have, like, that's my definition of friends, but you can disagree with me. You can think otherwise. Toxic Mayhem, Hannah, thanks for helping us set up standards. Roadman, Peace Before the Storm, Tim Boatwright, good to see you. Where do you want / expect to be at the end of 2026 with subscriber count? So I came into this year saying I want 100K subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I am sticking by that. I want 100K subscribers and a silver play button by the end of 2026. Paul Muti says, hi, Hannah. Matt Acoustic says, yep. Yes, I will get to those books, but I have this endless reading list, which is so painful. Yeah, but Hannah, as a well-known musician, I have so many friends that only want to be associated with me, look who I'm with types. I have no time for them. Same. If they're coattail chasing, clout chasing people who, you know, are in it for appearances or other wrong reasons. They're not in it for you yourself, but it's like the benefits that can rub off on them. That's not a real friend. Kevin, man, I hate winter. Give me summer and the beach all day, every day. I love winter, but this is like one of those winters where I'm like, ooh, it's been overbearing. It's been real cold. I'm feeling tired. I'm ready for warmer temps. William David MD Supergut, thank you. Matt Acoustic, yes. Toxic Bam Hannah, I love war movies and Western movies. I'm not a Western person, but I do like war movies. Conservative Dinker. Ooh, interesting. South American countries. Name is Blackwater. Interesting. Tesfueo, I remember that. 100K subscribers. Monique says, I think some of my comments are shadow banned. I didn't say anything wrong. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason for every word that I put into the shadow ban because it's been used as a troll comment, hate comment, whatever. So yeah, there's like very harmless comments that get caught in the filter, and it is what it is. But I know you as a user, Monique, so I'm not concerned. All right, guys. I should wrap it up because I've been on here for a lot longer than I thought I would be. I want to first give you guys a reminder that my next live stream is this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. Happy Monday, Daniel Berrysport. You made it just at the very end. All right, there's my reminder post. Toxic Mayhem, love that people are filtered. Yeah, it's wild because I know in the background the shadow ban filter is like filtering out tons of comments. Later, JB, and thank you for your super chats. In the movie, we are about to go into battle. Kevin, have a great night, everyone. Catch you next time. Thanks so much, Kevin. Tesfueo Wednesday. Yep, I will be live again in 2 nights. I want to give some quick shout outs though before I go. So there were super chats from JB and Irish Summer. Thank you guys for sending those super chats. And then there were gifts from Roger Hess, Kenzie, Crystal's World, Oscar de la Yenta, Gianna Forever, and Fifth River Rat. So thank you to those folks who gave gifts. Really fun conversation tonight. Loved it. Bill Reed says laters. Alex, if you roll a shadow ban, fine as hell, get that beauty sleep. Toxic Mayhem, I can't promise you will bring you all alive. Must be a movie you're watching. All right. Leo Robustelli waving, but I will be the first to touchdown. Ray FN live, cool. Good to see you right at the very end here. I also I think it's cool to see verified people. You've got 110 subscribers. Congrats. Yes, we were soldiers. Okay, gotcha. All right, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. I gotta get going because I got work tomorrow because 9 to 5 calls. Bye, Giraffe. Bye, Blue Whale. And I think that's it for tonight. So take care, guys. Fun combo tonight, and I will see you on Wednesday.